Deep within the canals of Xochimilco, an island festers, not with disease, but with discarded innocence. This is the Isla de las Muñecas, the island of dolls, a place where toys stare with vacant eyes, forever suspended between life and death. The story of this eerie island begins with a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera. He was the island's caretaker, a recluse who lived in solitude. One day he discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal. Haunted by her tragic fate, he began to collect dolls, hanging them from trees and placing them around the island as a way to appease her spirit. Over the years, the collection grew, with dolls in various states of decay and disrepair. Some were missing limbs, others had cracked faces, and many were covered in dirt and grime. Each doll seemed to tell its own story of abandonment and neglect, adding to the island's haunting atmosphere. Visitors to the island often report feeling an overwhelming sense of unease. The dolls, with their lifeless eyes and twisted expressions, seem to watch your every move. Some say they can hear whispers in the wind, as if the spirits of the dolls are trying to communicate. Others have claimed to see the dolls move on their own, their heads turning to follow passers-by. Despite its macabre appearance, the Island of Dolls has become a popular tourist destination. People from all over the world come to experience its eerie charm and to pay their respects to the lost souls it represents. The island serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of memory. Today, the island remains much as Don Julian left it. The dolls continue to hang from the trees, slowly deteriorating with time. The canals that surround the island are still and silent, adding to the sense of isolation and desolation. It's a place where the past and present coexist, where the line between reality and the supernatural is blurred. As you explore the island, you can't help but feel a connection to the countless stories of loss and longing that it holds. Each doll is a testament to a life once lived, a memory preserved in plastic and fabric. The Island of Dolls is a place of twisted innocence, where the remnants of childhood are forever suspended in a haunting tableau. Whispers travel on the wind, stories of Don Julian Santana Barrera. He left his life behind, seeking solace on this island, or so the stories say. He became the caretaker of something he couldn't have imagined. Don Julian Santana Barrera was a man who sought solace in the quietude of nature. He moved to a secluded island in the Xochimilco canals, hoping to escape the chaos of urban life. One fateful day, while wandering through the dense foliage, he stumbled upon a doll floating in the murky waters. This was no ordinary doll. It was old, tattered, and eerily lifelike. Don Julian believed it to be a sign, a message from the beyond. He later learned that a young girl had tragically drowned in those very waters. Convinced that the doll was inhabited by her restless spirit, he decided to hang it on a tree as a gesture of peace, an offering to appease her soul. This act, however, was only the beginning of what would become a lifelong obsession. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Don Julian began to feel an overwhelming sense of responsibility. He believed that the spirit of the drowned girl was not alone. He started to find more dolls, each one seemingly more worn and eerie than the last. He hung them all around the island, creating a macabre sanctuary for lost souls. The island, once a place of solitude and reflection, transformed into a haunting tableau of decaying dolls. Each doll, with its empty eyes and weathered features, seemed to tell a story of sorrow and loss. Don Julian's collection grew, and so did the island's eerie reputation. Visitors who dared to venture to the island spoke of an unsettling presence, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. Don Julian's dedication to his grim task never wavered. He spent the rest of his life tending to the dolls, believing that he was providing a home for the spirits of the departed. His story is one of devotion and madness, a testament to the lengths one man would go to find peace for himself and the restless souls he believed he was caring for. In the end, Don Julian's island became known as La Isla de las Muñecas, the Island of the Dolls. It stands as a chilling reminder of the caretaker's burden, a place where the line between the living and the dead is hauntingly blurred. No one knows if the girl was real. No one knows if her spirit truly sought refuge in the doll. But the dolls kept coming. Don Julian found them, collected them, driven by an unseen force. Visitors speak of strange occurrences. Carlos, a tourist, swore he saw the dolls move, their heads turning to follow him, their limbs twitching in the stillness of the island. Section 6. Whispers in the wind. The wind carries whispers through the trees. Are they the voices of children trapped within the dolls? Or is it the island itself, whispering its secrets to those who dare listen? Section 7. The eyes that follow. The eyes of the dolls are unsettling. They seem to follow your every move, a trick of the light, some say. But others feel the weight of unseen gazes, watching, waiting. Section 8. Curse or imagination. Is the island cursed? Haunted by the spirit of a drowned girl and the grief of Don Julian? Or is it our own fear, our own imagination, that gives life to the horror we perceive? Section 9. A place frozen in time. The island of dolls remains. A testament to a man's grief, a macabre spectacle for those seeking a glimpse into the abyss of the unknown. But be warned, the island doesn't forget its visitors. It remembers. Nestled deep within the canals of Xochimilco, just south of Mexico City, lies an island unlike any other. This is not a place of tropical beauty or serene landscapes. Instead, it is a haunting tableau, a chilling reminder of sorrow and loss. The Island of Dolls, or La Isla de las Muñecas, is a place where time seems to stand still, where the air is thick with an eerie silence, and where the eyes of countless dolls seem to follow your every move. The story of this island begins with a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera. According to local legend, Don Julian discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal. Stricken with grief and guilt, he began to collect and hang dolls around the island, believing that this would appease the spirit of the deceased girl. Over the years, the collection grew, with each doll adding to the island's macabre charm. Visitors to the island often speak of an overwhelming sense of unease. The dolls, many of which are missing limbs or have decayed over time, create a surreal and unsettling atmosphere. Some say they can hear whispers in the wind, or feel the eyes of the dolls watching them. It's as if the island itself is alive, a living, breathing entity that feeds off the emotions of those who dare to visit. Despite its eerie reputation, the Island of Dolls has become a popular tourist destination. People from all over the world come to experience its unique and haunting beauty. Some come out of curiosity, others out of a desire to pay their respects to the lost soul that Don Julian sought to honor. But all who visit leave with a sense of awe and trepidation, forever changed by their encounter with this place frozen in time. The island serves as a stark reminder of the thin veil that separates the living from the dead. It is a place where the past and present coexist, where the line between reality and the supernatural is blurred. For those who seek to understand the mysteries of the human soul, the Island of Dolls offers a glimpse into the depths of grief, love, and the unending quest for redemption. So, if you ever find yourself in the canals of Xochimilco, take a moment to visit this haunting island. But remember, the Island of Dolls is not just a tourist attraction. It is a place of reverence, a testament to one man's sorrow and the enduring power of memory. And as you walk among the dolls, feel the weight of their silent gazes and listen to the whisper